let's cue the intro. Rise and shine. I think this is the first time that I've actually started a vlog before noon in the past couple of days. Oh, well, I guess it's almost 9, huh? We need to go.
Cause I know they sleeping. I'm reset. I just spend the bands on my.
It's automatic because you can never figure it out.
Day 7. Hey, what's going on?
What games do you think they would want to play? Can you hold these for a second? Wait a second to come in. Okay, put it on your head. Alright, so let's move the table out of the way. Tag.
So all these students here, there's the experience, which you guys have already seen. I've hung out with them quite a bit. One group is in Mexico and one group is in Haiti. And then this is the next group that comes in. They're only here for a short time. And this is called Surge. And it's the high school version. So they're only here for a little while and they don't do as much, but that's who these people are. It's essentially the same thing. Hey Kelsey, what's up? Ow. Hey, what's up?
What's up, guys? Alright. I might have found him. Oh, it's a decoy. Look at this dude, man. Look at this. Oh no. Okay, alright. Building. I'm not sure why it's still zoomed. Whoa, okay. I found the boy! I wish I could be having that much fun on a daily basis like this kid. Aren't you just having a blast, Jonah?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Zach Bowman, manage. I got mail.
I've been talking with the guy who's gonna do the interview with me. I think we're gonna just do it right now. So I just set up a second appointment with him and I'm headed over there now.
Hi, I'm Chris Swanson. I'm 30 years old, a musician, and I work as the worship director at Streams Church here in Centennial, Colorado. Eventually, me and some buddies formed a garage band and writing our own music, thinking, oh, we could play this for other people, so then we started performing it in different places. There have been various bands, there have been various projects, but it's always evolved. Music is an art form, like any other art form. It's whatever you make of it. It's what you want to make from your creativity.
Today I am here with Chris Swanson. What title would you give yourself?
I would say worship director.
You work here at church. This is my church. You work at a church. So what specifically do you do here?
Oh, well, the details of my position, it all kind of involves producing everything for the actual music aspect of the worship service. A lot of what I do goes into creating the worship service from the ground up so that volunteers can come in who have had 40-plus hour work weeks or any other number of things, tons of homework. Even if the week has been so busy that they haven't had a chance to really learn new songs or be familiarized with certain aspects of the worship service, just to make it as easy as possible for them to learn the song, make it their own, essentially playing music for the congregation to follow along with.
How long have you been here?
At Streams, I've been here since we launched. We're coming up on 5 years, and I started as a volunteer moving out here from Florida, and I was hired on as the worship director in January of 2013.
Okay, so you're from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You came here from there with this church. While you were in Florida, I'm sure you did a lot more personal stuff with your music that might go beyond just worship.
Oh yeah.
So what what does that what does that?
Oh man, every aspect. I started playing music when I was in high school. I'm 30 now. It started with playing in a youth band at the church that I was at, and me and some buddies formed a garage band, and we started writing our own music, and then we started thinking, oh, we could play this for other people, so then we started performing it in different places. There have been various bands, there have been various projects, but it's always evolved. It's always been trying to become more professional with it, whatever that means, right? When you're in the middle of the creative process. You know, music is an art form like any other art form. It's whatever you make of it, which is beautiful. The things that I experience in life, the songs that are born from those experiences, the words that are expressed and everything. A lot of times what we create, that's our baby. When we are receptive to that criticism, it enables us to grow in ways that we never would have if we had just isolated ourselves with what we make. So yeah, that's been a lot of how I've grown, surrounding myself with other musicians. Yeah, I've learned a lot from them, and I'm just excited to see where I'm going to go now. I may have strayed from the question, but hopefully I answered most of it.
No, I think you definitely did. So you create a lot of your own music, or you did, and I'm sure that you still do.
Oh yeah.
You play guitar for church, and I see you got a keyboard in front of you.
Oh yeah.
What other instruments do you play?
So yeah, I primarily play the guitar. I started off with the acoustic. That was always my primary instrument. The garage band that I mentioned before, I basically had to learn to play the bass for that, which was interesting. Eventually I had to start filling in for other musicians on electric guitar. Piano, keys, that's been, I've really picked that up since I started working here. I also started picking up the drums, and then I pick up other instruments along the way, ukulele, mandolin, things like that.
Absolutely. So. And the four garage band instruments, the drums, the bass, the piano, and the guitar.
Oh, absolutely.
So some of your music that you've already had, have you had it recorded? I know you've showed me some of your songs before.
Yeah.
Is there any way that you'd be able to send those to me? I could put them at the beginning of this video or something.
Oh yeah, I can send you some of those tracks.
I know that a lot of people will want to ask you about what schooling have you had, and also, do you believe that schooling is important for music, or do you think that it's important to not really knowing what you're doing and figuring it out for yourself, developing your own style that could perhaps create something amazing?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't think that I've had any real traditional schooling with music. My buddy Josh taught me my first few chords, and then I branched out from there in learning, and again I've picked up different techniques and different ideas from people along the way. As far as education goes, I actually went through college to get my degree in English literature, which has nothing to do with what I'm doing now, but that's really cool. I don't mind that at all. I would definitely be one to say the creative liberty is a beautiful thing, allowing yourself to be teachable in that. Taking stuff from guitar and applying it to piano. Well, the only way I was able to do that was I had to know a certain amount of music theory. What note this is, where that note is on the piano, how that note relates to another note. And you learn a lot of cool stuff along the way. But then sometimes too you can take that theory and you can say, well, I'm going to think outside of the box of these boundaries, and then you come up with something completely new. So I think a mixture of the two. Having a classical education can be an amazing thing, as long as that doesn't dilute your creativity. Absolutely.
So I think the creative side, not relying on schooling, that really appeals to especially the younger people like me.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
It does. Right?
Yeah.
So those were my questions. Thank you so much for
Thank you
for doing this with me. Yeah. And I'm gonna end the video there. I will see you guys